Anyway, so I also wanted to cover one more very important thing, guys, because I really don't want to stretch it to the next class, because this is important from the interview perspective, and the most asked questions, a question that how are you going to reverse a string. Okay, so I'm going to create a different class for this. Okay, so we are going to see a couple of ways to manage this. Okay, okay, first of all, I am going to take one any particular string. I'm going to take, let's say I'm going to take, okay, string s is equals to, let's say I'm taking Bhargav. Okay, now how would I want it to print? I want it to print like this. Okay, just the opposite. VAGRAH and then capital B. I want to print, I want to print the result like this. Okay, so how I'm going to print it? Okay, like this. I want to print. Okay, so first of all, guys, what I can do is I can save the whole thing, and I can first check what is the length of it. Okay, what exactly is the length of it? First of all, I'm going to take the length keyword, and I'm going to save s dot length, whatever the length is. I'm going to save it in here, right? So let me see what exactly is the length. If we want to see, we can see the length like this, and let's see what is the length. So there are 7 letters in this name. Okay, now you want to print it, just the opposite of it. Okay, just the reverse of it. Then what you can do is, first of all, you have to have your one small string. Okay, a reverse. Let's say we have rev, and there is nothing in this. Okay, this is empty string. Okay, now you are having your for loop, and inside this for loop, what you are doing is you are defining that. Okay, fine, whatever is your value of empty, string, you have to start your index with the last index, which is I equals 0. Okay, or the last index, if you want to start, you have to start not I equals 0. 0 is the first index, right? So you have to start with what? length. We have created this variable right over here, and you want to start it with -1, right? And till where you want to go? I what? I greater than equals, not less than. Okay, I greater than equals 0. Till here you want to reach. Okay, and then you will do I minus minus. This is a reverse way of doing things, right? So this is my reverse loop. We have learned about our decremental in increments and decrements. When we have learned in the initial phase, we have learned about this, that how your decrements are really going to work, right? So this is important. And then we are going to, whatever value we are going to keep, we are going to keep inside this. Okay, so here what we are concatenating it with is reverse. We are concatenating it with whatever value I'm going to get for s dot caret I, right? Whatever value I'm going to get over here for this, I'm going to store it over here, right? And then what I'm going to do? Okay, my reverse, this value is now is having the complete reverse. All once all the iteration of the loops are going to be done, my reverse is going to have the right value. Okay, so let me print this value and see if it is giving me the right value or not. See, it is giving me the right value. See, this is what I was expecting, right? And this is what is coming. So this is one way of doing it. Okay. Can I also do it in another? See, also what I should, you should also, express that it like this. In your interview, that you can create a different. I'm keeping this as static because I want to call it in the main method without creating an object. Okay, so you can create a method, a function regarding this as well, that which says string or like this only string reverse. Okay, like this you can also create a function of it, and then you can say, okay, this is a string, whatever value you want to give, we can give it like this. Okay, whatever value you want to give, you can give. And like this, if you really want to give some return type, then you have to return this as well, right? So whatever you're going to return, you are going to return the reverse. Okay, you are going to return the reverse. And let's say I simply you know um I simply copy it from here, and till here I'm copying it. Okay, and I'm going to paste it over here. Okay, like this. Now, what issue it is we are having over here is the length issue, is it? Okay, let me have this inside my here. Let me have it here as well, and let me have my string here as well. Okay, the value, whatever value it is, I'm going to take it at the runtime like this. Now it is all fine, I guess. Okay, okay. Now I see. This is going to return me what? Okay, this is here. So my return statement has to be come up over here like this. Okay, or I would say I'm not even printing it here. I am simply keeping it like this. Okay. So now this is my function. Whatever value I'm going to get, this value is going to get over here, and then instead of this s, my value is going to be getting iterated over like this. Okay. What will happen in this? Whenever at runtime, my value is going to come. Let's say this time the value is Naveen. Okay. Then it is going to come inside this, and it is going to check what is the length. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 letters. Okay. So 6 is the length. Then what it is going to do? Even this is for the information purpose. Not necessary that you have to do it. But again, but then this length is a keyword that we can play with later. And here we are playing with it. And we are going with the decremental form. We have learned this decremental form, right? This is decrement. And in this decrement, you are starting your for loop from the last index. And the last index is length minus 1, which is n, right? Which is 5 in this case, right? So from 5 it will start, and then it will come inside the loop. And whatever value for, rep we have kept, it will concatenate it with the value of character I. And what is the value of character I in the first iteration, which is n? And then in the next counter, it will print E, and then again, then again, then again, and the last counter will be capital N. Like this, it is going to print, right? Now, if I want to call this method, I can simply call inside my main method itself. Let me, um, comment down all of it. Okay. This is way one. Okay. So I'm writing over here way one. Okay. And then till here, I am going to comment it down like this. Okay. Now again, way two is what? Creating a function. So our way two is what? Simply see, this is what? This is a static method. So I can simply call it the same method. So here I can have my reverse method, which says I have to get a parameter. So I'm giving a parameter which has to be of string type and can be Naveen like this. right? So if I run this, okay, I am getting an error over here. What error it is? Okay, there is an extra curly bracket. Okay, now if I run this, okay, if I run Naveen and I want to print it, see, I am getting the reverse, okay, but I am not able to print it. So I have to keep it inside what? Inside sysout, right? Like this. I have to keep it. Then it is going to print, no? So let's see. See, it is printing the reverse, right? So this is way to, okay. Then there is another way, which is by using, let me write way 3, okay. Now there is another way that we can do, which is using string buffer class. Okay, we can use string buffer class as well. Okay, let's see how we are going to do it with string buffer then. Okay, so let's pick the same string. Okay, instead of having it here, let's have it here. String, s1 equals let's say Naveen. Okay, now here I want to have my string buffer. Okay, so how we are going to write our string buffer? First of all, I have my string, right? So there is one string buffer class, okay, guys, in Java, wherein you have to always create a, first of all, you have to create a object of it. Okay, so let's say I'm creating an object str buffer, okay, string buffer, and here I am giving it initiating a this. So we have to create an object reference of string buffer class. Basically, this is what it is all about. And inside this, we have to give which string we are going to use for string buffer concept. So S1 we are going to use. See, S1 we are going to use. Instead of having it over here, let's have the whole thing inside our main method. Okay. So here it is our main method, and here I am having of this, okay, like this. Okay, this is v2 v3, and this is how we are going to express. Now I have to give a argument in string buffer. See, if I go here, it demands a string argument. See, I've opened the declaration of string buffer, and here it demands the string value with which you want to play. Okay. Now inside your string buffer, there is one method which is, again, I'm using the same object reference, and here it is. There is a message which a method which says reverse, right? Reverse. Now it has reversed it. Okay. Now this is why. See, this is why we say that our Java string is an immutable class. What do you mean by immutable? Whenever you say immutable, okay, we simply mean that if I sys out now, okay, and I am only getting the value of S1, and if I, run this, will it print the, reverse of string or this S1, or if it is going to simply print the same? What do you think? Simply, if I do this, it is going to print the same. See, it is printing. This reverse is coming from here, guys. Let me, okay, I do not want to comment it down although because it is a valid code. So let me do one thing. Here only, okay, let me have a separator. Okay, here only I am having a separator like this. Okay, now you are able to see that it is returning the same. Okay, it has not reversed it yet. Why? Why? Because in Java, in Java, string s1, if it is, Naveen, okay, and if even you have changed this value, okay, even if you have changed the value of this Naveen and you haven't stored it, or again using the same variable, it is never going to get changed. Okay, it is never going to get changed. Now, the moment I store this value inside S1, okay, the moment I say S1 equals this now, okay, but this S1 has to be a, again, a variable of what? String buffer. And instead of S1, I'm writing S2 because we cannot have same variables. Now, if I print S2, then this will be printing me the reverse like this. See, which is why we have taken a reverse over here. Remember, we have taken reverse over here because same string we cannot, you know, have the reverse and then we can print. Okay, because Java is a immutable string. In Java, string is an immutable class, right? So this is how you have to do it, or else, you can do it in this way as well. Okay, let me have this also here and this over here, and then delete all these lines. Okay, now it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, so we can do either way one like this. Okay, way one is this, way two is this, and way three is this. Okay, so this is how you can actually complete your string reverse revision. Okay, so whatever the interviewer is going to ask you, you'll be able to tackle it very easily, guys. Okay, so need not to be worried about it. Okay, now, guys, I wanted to tell you one more thing, which is not related to actually, your string manipulation concepts. It is related to your, super keyword. So we are going to have that discussion in our next session, because still here your string manipulation is over, and it's not like it is completely over. Okay, we will be discussing string manipulation whenever we are going to see some cases related to string manipulation around it. And also you can go to CI/CD test YouTube channel. There also I have covered some Java questions, around 5-6 questions I have covered over there, the Java interview questions. You can watch them and you can, have a little more confidence on that particular channel videos. Although there are a very few, but then around 5-6 questions I have covered over there. And whenever I'll get more time, I'll keep covering more questions over there. So you can be in loop with that. So yes, guys, this is all about for this session. I guess this has been the longest session we have had so far, but yes, very important and very productive, I would say. And this is a like too much information for you guys, right? This is too much information for you guys. Around 150 lines of code of, over here, and around 50 lines of code over here, around 200 lines of code you have to go through. So not very tough, if you only look over it, you will be able to, identify all these things very easily. But definitely practice, guys. Without practice, you will not be able to get through with this. Okay. So do not, never even underestimate, practice. Okay. Super keyword we are going to discuss later. Okay, because it is already 2 hours and we have to, you must have your own work as well. So we are going to discuss super keyword in the next class, or whenever it is the time is right. I might start my next class with super keyword. If we are able to complete it with half an hour time, we are going to move on to Selenium, or I'll see what if it is requiring a complete session. I'll give it a complete session, and then from next session we'll start Selenium. Although it's not a big concept, but then should be completed, should be touched, and should be explained well. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining, and this is it for this class. And make sure that you join your next class, and we'll definitely, try and start Selenium in the next class. And of course, in the next class, it will be all Selenium. No more concepts on Java. Whenever we find it necessary, I find it necessary, I will keep sharing it with you, all necessary concepts that we might have left, or might be necessary for the interview purpose. I'll keep adding to it. Okay. So now your Java is completed. After your super is completed in the next session, and then you can start your practicing over these classes that we have created. I think we have had a very detailed session on Java. We have so many classes over here for you to see and practice. And then in your interface concepts, we have everything. Then inheritance, we have everything. Encapsulation, we have everything. Constructors and abstraction, we have quite a rich library over here of all the concepts, right? So you'll be getting this project once your Java submissions. I'm actually wanting to complete my super keyword as well. So once that is also complete, and we are on the same page, then I will share you this project, because then we are not going to refer to this project. We are going to refer to a new project for Selenium. We are going to create a new project for Selenium, and it is going to be a roller coaster ride for you. I mean, it is going to be so fun. Now, if you are going to go and learn Selenium, it is going to be so much fun, because now you will understand everything, right? Now you will be able to relate. Okay, fine. This is coming from the interface. This is coming from, this is coming from the encapsulation concept. Okay, our bilocators are all encapsulated. Okay, the whole thing, the whole, also the library of Selenium, what is web driver, how it is really working, and how the driver is taking us through what is action class, what is select class. Very amazing things we are going to see in Selenium. Okay. So the tough part is really done. And now it is all, fun part. And then again, the tough part will start when your frameworks are going to start. Okay. So don't worry. Just revise these well. Revise your inheritance and your OOPS concept well. Because if you are not revising your OOPS concept well, then this is of no use. Because see, OOPS concept will be definitely used in your frameworks, and then it will be very difficult for you to cope up with. Okay, so you have around 4 weeks. We are going to run our Selenium classes. So you have 4 weeks to revise all your Java along with your Selenium practice. Okay, so keep practicing, guys, because in just 1.5 or 2 months from now, you will be cracking all the interviews you are going to appear in. That is for sure. If you are doing the practice, and you are doing, the even if you learn whatever I have told you in the classes also, even then also you are going to be cracking all the interviews. Okay.